Good, thanks, Dax. A new school year is just around the corner, 10 days away for students and their families. David Woolley, Superintendent of the Alma School District, joining us live today to talk about how the district is preparing during this global pandemic. Superintendent, thanks for being with us today.
My pleasure, Erica.
All right, let's start with what are the different learning options for students for the upcoming school year?
Well, of course, students have the option to come to school every day as normal, as they're used to doing and have always done. And that's what the majority of our students are doing. However, some of our students and their parents are choosing for them to learn remotely. We use the term remote learning for that, where they're going to be at home, taught by our teachers using our curriculum. They will actually be part of a class at school, but they'll just be at home. The third choice is blended learning, which is a combination of the first two. They'll be probably at home using remote learning mostly, but coming to school at certain times for certain classes. And then the fourth choice is what we refer to as the Airedale Online Academy. That's a little different. Think of it as more like homeschool, traditional, typical homeschool than anything else. The curriculum and the instruction will be from a third-party private company, but instead of the parent footing the bill for that, that will be at no charge to the parents if they sign up for that through Alma School District.
Gotcha. You mentioned that a majority of those students are coming in person. What percentage of students signed up to return to buildings this fall?
Right now, it looks like that's around 75% are coming to school.
Okay. For those who come back in the buildings, what will be the face mask policy for both students and for staff members?
We are expecting everyone that comes in our buildings to wear a face mask.
Is that something that will be provided by the district in any way, or will students bring their own?
Combination. Many families, many students have their own, and they're certainly welcome to wear those. If they don't, we will always have masks available to give to them. For all of our younger children in kindergarten, first and second grade, we are supplying all of them with a mask that they will enjoy having because it has cartoon characters on the front.
Oh, that's great. I love to hear that. Give us some examples of how Alma teachers are innovating and getting creative when it comes to setting up their classrooms for that safe in-person learning environment.
Sure. As we approach this back in May, we knew that this fall was going to be different, of course, and so we spent the summer, we being both administrative staff and teachers, preparing for a fall that was going to be different than anything we've ever done. We wanted to prepare our teachers to be able to both teach the students in front of them as well as students at home. We are using a learning management platform that lets them do that, lets them put lessons on the learning management platform for the students that are in the classroom in front of them, but also for the students that are at home. There will be times when the students that are at home are actually online live with the class. Other times, and actually most of the time, the lessons will be available to them to view and learn from on their schedule at whatever time of day is best for them.
Sure. I'm sure you've gotten lots of concerns from parents. What are some of the biggest ones you've heard, and how is the district addressing those?
Well, everyone wants their child to be safe. We want that too. Nothing is more important than that. We have done a lot of things, and it's the same things that almost all school districts are doing to do that. Lots of effort of sanitizing, of social distancing, of spreading students out, keeping them away from each other and from staff. That can't be a perfect environment because we are obviously going to be in a building with other people, but we think we have a very, very good plan in place that will keep people safe, students and parents. That's, of course, the number one concern that parents have is just safety. Lots of questions about procedures. What happens on the bus? What happens in the cafeteria?
Right.
Will my child be able to do this or this? And we fielded dozens and dozens, scores and scores of questions, and we're happy to continue to do that. Along that line, we have recently posted a new web page on our website, almaschooldistrict.net, and on this new page, and it's right prominent on our front page, is a link to several different documents that we think will answer all parents' questions. We're still adding documents to that. In fact, later today, we're going to add 2 videos to that page that I think parents and students will find very informative and very helpful. And we certainly hope everybody will have a chance to go look at those.
Sure. Sounds like a one-stop shop. We do have some more questions for you. We'll do those right after this break.
Okay.
Back now with David Woolley, the superintendent of the Alma School District, talking about the district preparing during a global pandemic. Superintendent, let's talk about sanitation protocols for the district. What are the plans for regular cleaning, and then if and when someone does get sick in a building?
Cleaning, of course, is something we spend a lot of time studying, preparing for, determining best practice, and we're doing several different things. Every teacher will have a variety of things in their room to use as they need it. A spray bottle of disinfectant to use on desks, wipes to use the same way. Every night we will, throughout our school district, every room in the school district, we will mist and fog with a sanitizing product. The same thing on our school buses. Before every bus is used, it will be sanitized. We have waterless hand sanitizer all over the campus. Everywhere you move, there's going to be a hand sanitizer dispenser. Sure. Same thing with our restrooms. During the day, our custodians will be sanitizing the restrooms repeatedly throughout the day. And one of the other things we are doing is we have adjusted all of our air handling units for our air conditioning and heating systems to bring in maximum amount of fresh air, outside air, and circulate the air, removing the inside air to the outside and replacing it with fresh air. On about a twice an hour basis is the way they will be set. So everything we can think of. And of course, and your other question was, what about if a person does become ill? We have, our nurses have all of the personal protective equipment that's recommended for them, and we've got a large supply of all that. We have a procedure set up to check temperatures when we need to, monitor students and staff when we need to. We have isolation rooms so that if we feel like a child or a staff member does need to leave campus, we have a place to put them where they're not around other people until a parent can come to school and pick them up. We will recommend that in a case like that, that they immediately or as quickly as they can go get tested. So just everything we can think of, both in terms of sanitizing and keeping the building as clean as possible, as well as when a student or a staff member does become ill, if that were to occur at school, a very clearly defined procedure for determining what we need to do and then doing it.
Great. Well, thank you for your time this afternoon. We appreciate it. We're all out of time, but we will direct people to that website that you mentioned for families if they're looking to get more questions answered. Stay safe and have a good start to the school year.
Thanks. And that's almasd.net.
Perfect. Thank you so much. We'll be back with Dax after this.
Bye.